Well, hello to you and you and you. This is Kimspirational from Kimspirational.com. Welcome to my office in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. I'm happy and grateful to be answering some questions that came to me this week. I've had a lot of emails, a lot of Facebook messages coming in with people trying to deal with things like sensitivities that are happening to them. And the questions are very common. They're actually grouped together. It's really unbelievable how many people are asking the same stuff. So I thought it would be a really good idea to do a video to talk about these sensitivities and what's going on and maybe what to do about it. But one of the questions was like, how do you deal with a bustling world? How do you live spiritually in the lifestyle that we have today? And you know what? I think that's a fantastic question because I often ask it to my guides as well. Even doing this video, I had to stop it a couple of times because there were sirens going by and I couldn't even hear myself think. So, like we're living in a world where things are happening quicker, things are happening faster, and yet we're opening up, we're becoming more mature in spirituality. We're allowing emotions to, come out, and we're not harboring them so much anymore. And this is something that's going to continue happening. After 2012, we kind of like thought, oh wow, we're all going to be walking on water, everything is going to be great, but a lot of us are feeling like, wow, that didn't happen. And there's a lot of disappointment that came with that. But we have opened up. We have actually opened up in many, many different ways. I have a couple of things that I wanted to share with you about things that are happening in my own life. Today I woke up having a dream, and the dream was actually about me losing my phone. So I was doing my prayers this morning and doing my rituals, telling the Creator, thank you so much for another beautiful day here in Mother Earth and for giving me my life today, and that I'll do my very best today, like I always do. And my guides kept popping in, telling me, call Rogers. And I was like, guys, I'm trying to meditate here, I'm trying to pray, like give me a little bit of space. Because as a medium, sometimes it's frustrating because I don't feel like my life is my own, because there's always somebody in my ear talking, you know what I'm saying? And people think that's really awesome and really great, but sometimes that's not a great thing, because you always feel like you have to be paying attention. But isn't that what it's all about, right? We're here on this earth at this time learning to be able to pay attention. So I was more concerned about the mice that were in my house, and I was concerned about the fact that I had to make a decision about these mice in my house. I wasn't thinking about calling Rogers. So I was praying for the mice, and I was asking them to decide if they were going to give up their lives or not, and if not, could they please leave the house? But they were causing some damage in the house. I have an old house, and I wanted to be able to, have my own space without feeling invaded constantly. And I was remembering that the mouse actually means pay attention to details. So as I was praying, call Rogers kept coming back to me. And I remember at one point looking to my guides and saying, how about I just call Rogers? And one of my guides actually said to me, don't be an ass. And I was like, an ass, right? I'm the one praying, you're the one interrupting me, but fine, I'll call Rogers. So I did. And I thought, okay, well, I'm going to ask about my bill and stuff like that. I'll find a reason to call them. So when I did, the lady that answered the phone, she was very kind and offered me offers, which actually helped my bill. And there was a promotion on iPhones and stuff, so I was able to get a new iPhone. So this was wonderful, and I thought, okay, maybe I was being a little bit of an ass. I probably should have just listened to them. And I was waiting for her to do stuff, so I just randomly told her I had a dream about my phone last night. And she said, wow, I have been having this recurring dream, and I've been wanting somebody to interpret my dreams. And I said, well, I'm not sure if you know what I do, but I'm actually a medium, and that's what I do. I do dream interpretations, and I work with spirits and our ancestors and such. She said, oh my goodness, I'm a minister, and I'm looking into different ways within my spirituality and teaching others and blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, how about your dream? Why don't you tell me about your dream? So she did. She told me about her dream. And the dream was about a house and a room that she keeps dreaming about. And when I discussed with her what I got from it, it really resonated with her. And it had to do about her spirituality. But what we ended up talking about in the conversation while we were waiting for everything to process was the fact that when it comes to ministry or spiritual work or anything that we're doing, we are kind of coming to a place where we need to be more real with people. And I was discussing with her about using natural products, and I suggested to bring carnations in to her ministry and explain to people that when you use carnations, that it's actually developing loyalty around you. It's teaching you to be loyal to yourself, but also it will encourage loyalty within the congregation or the group or whatever it is that you're working with. So she thought this was wonderful. And it was exactly what she needed to hear. And she had messages for me. So it was really, really wonderful. And I thought, yeah, okay, I was being a bit of an ass with my guides. So afterwards, I was really, really thinking about these mice and how they are actually messengers coming to me. They're little ministers speaking to me and telling me to pay attention more around me. Here, I did not want to take the time to call somebody. I didn't want to waste my time on the phone. But you know what? It was that simple gesture. It was that simple thing that I did that actually helped somebody around me. So, I prayed again and I asked the angels, what is my lesson here? And what message would you like for me to give to people? And what they told me was that we're making it too complicated. Yeah, it's a bustling world. There's things swirling around us. There's a car making noises out there as I say that. But it's up to us to take the time to speak to people. It's up to us to take a moment to say hello, to open a door, to say how are you, to be able to be ourselves no matter where we are. So even though I was on the phone, I took that moment to just be myself and say, hey, I had a dream last night. And something changed within that conversation, and it opened up a door that neither of us were expecting. So I didn't even know what type of ministry she did, and I didn't ask. But at the end of the conversation, she said to me, Shalom. And she gave me a blessing and a little prayer. And, that's going to carry with me today and into tomorrow's tomorrow. And it reminded me that no matter what it is that we're doing, we're just here as people. We're just here having a human experience. And no matter what spirituality we're practicing, no matter what it is that we're looking at enhancing within our lives, we just got to take our time. We need to stop. We need to breathe. And we need to just take a moment for other people. So one of the things, I'm just going to look at my sheet. One of the things that people asked me about was like how to have confidence in the bustling world, how to ground yourself in chaos. Well, those carnations was a good example, right? Just having natural products around us. If you were to invade my pockets at any time, I always have rocks in here, stones, crystals. Often I'll have flowers in my pockets. And having those natural things around me really boosts something in me. It gives me a confidence. It makes me feel like I'm connected to nature, even though I might be within a synthetic world sometimes. But having those stones is very grounding for me. Each night I take a salt bath, and if I don't have salt, then I just take a bath. I connect with water each and every day. And I thank the water spirit for cleansing and clearing my spirit, my soul, and my chakras, my aura. And that really helps me. I think that we need to think simple. Simple, simple, simple. When we want to ground, it's not just the earth that's grounding us. We need to ground to water. We need to ground with the sky. Elements are elements, right? The earth is actually one of the elements. It's not the only element that we have to ground to. So you need to figure out what is best for you. For some people, they ground better when they have a candle. I was thinking about what I'm doing. So having a candle near them. And yeah, you could even take a picture of that candle and have it in your phone. So having that fire element around some people is how they ground. But it's up to you, and only you know what is best for you. I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to ask all of you to hold one intention, and that intention is peace. So if we just take even a few seconds and just think peace, and just keep holding the intention of peace. Hold it with me. Say with me, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. We are peace. The world is peace. Just as I was saying that, the sounds of the cars going by faded away. I didn't hear them anymore. And one of the things too that I talked about with that minister was the fact that sometimes we think we have to be perfect doing something. Even in this video, little mistakes were made. But you know what? It's okay. It's not about being perfect in this world. It's about doing it with grace and having peace within your heart when you do it. I want you to know that you are a person of peace, a person of dignity, value, and self-worth. And you're loved. You're loved by the angels above. You're loved by your ancestors. And I'm sending you love right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. And really, does anything else matter except love? And if you accept that into your heart, then you are accepting peace. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And, if you need to call somebody today, if you meet up with somebody today, take time to look them in the eye, or take time to say, how are you? Give them a moment of your time, and it may make a difference in their lives and yours. I love you, everybody.